Gunsmoke actress hid the truth while filming. Gunsmoke is one of the most popular American television series of all time. From 1955 to 1975, the Western drama series aired for 2 decades. These are some of the most intriguing Gunsmoke facts we could find. Did you know that the Emmy-winning sitcom started as a radio show? Or that the intro was modified at the conclusion of the show's run, owing to the shifting political environment in America? Whether you're a devoted fan or a casual watcher, this video will teach you some intriguing facts about Gunsmoke. Please share this with all the TV fans in your life. Long-standing success. From 1955 through 1975, Gunsmoke aired on television. There were many westerns on television in the 1950s, fewer in the 1960s, and even fewer in the 1970s. Gunsmoke was consistently regarded as the finest and most popular show of all time. Even when the Western fever faded, it was appointment watching. The show changed shape. Gunsmoke began as a radio program. Then there was a half-hour black and white special. Then there was an hour of black and white television. Then there was a 1-hour color program. It evolved with the times, and its adaptability is one of the reasons it survived. Doc didn't have a first name the first 16 seasons. Doc, or Dr. Adams as the show's second lead, lacked a first name. After 16 seasons, Galen was revealed to be the name of the excellent doctor. Milburn Stone got to choose his own name since the authors believed that no one understood the character better than Stone. The surname Galen belonged to an ancient Greek physician and medical scholar. Gunsmoke was a radio show first. Gunsmoke began as a radio play. It was also quite popular there. So, although the producers correctly made the switch to television, they kept the radio program running for the first 6 years of the television show's tenure. The radio program aired from 1952 through 1961. John Wayne said no. Originally, John Wayne was cast in the role of Matt Dillon. However, TV schedules are significantly more demanding than film schedules, and Wayne just didn't want to do that much work. He did, however, provide his support for the program before the first episode aired. James Arness's war service. In 1943, James Arness was recruited into the United States Army. He was trained at Camp Wheeler in Georgia before being deployed to North Africa and assigned to the 3rd Infantry Division for the Anzio operation. 10 days after the invasion, machine gun fire critically injured Arness and necessitated the amputation of a portion of his foot. He got a Bronze Star, Purple Heart, European, African, Middle Eastern Campaign Medal with 3 Bronze Stars, a World War II Victory Medal, and the Combat Infantryman Badge before being medically dismissed from the Army. Shooting schedule was altered due to Arness's war injuries. Because James Arness sustained crippling injuries while serving in World War II, several sequences in Gunsmoke had to be reshot. When the screenplay called for a lot of walking and moving about, the team had to start shooting early in the morning before Arness's feet and knees were tired. Arness's physique couldn't endure a full day of filming those sequences since he lost half of his foot in the battle. Arthritis began to be a problem for Arness. Because of the show's extended run, the repercussions of Arness's battle injuries became increasingly severe. He acquired acute arthritis, which grew so severe that all of his sequences had to be filmed in a single day. This enabled Arness to receive plenty of rest on his days off, which helped him recover. A face for radio. William Conrad initially played Matt Dillon, the main character in Gunsmoke, on the radio. When the program was switched to television, the producers made a modification. James Arness was selected as Dillon over Conrad for one simple reason: he was more attractive. Gary Busey holds a special place in Gunsmoke history. Gary Busey portrayed Harv Daly in what will be the 3rd to last episode of Gunsmoke. When Daly died in the episode, he became the show's last character to die. From Madam to Miss. Miss Kitty Russell was a Gunsmoke radio broadcast professional madam. Her employment, though, was practically never discussed on television. Network executives and producers were well aware that television had to be extremely family-friendly, and they avoided any mention of it. Politics changed the show's opening. The same firefight between Matt Dillon and another shooter launched the episode from the beginning until the early 1970s. The show's beginning was modified only when anti-violence politics got so strong in the 1970s that displaying a firefight on TV every week became untenable. Amanda Blake's hidden secret. Amanda Blake was harboring a horrible secret on Gunsmoke. She was suffering from severe depression and alcoholism. Her drug issues were so bad that she was regularly missing from the set. She would sometimes come up intoxicated or high. She would just refuse to leave her trailer in such circumstances. As a consequence, the producers were forced to become inventive in order to conceal her absence from the audience. In one episode, Miss Kitty is supposed to be going to a dance at the Long Branch Saloon. Amanda Blake, however, was too inebriated to film the sequence, so they had to shoot it without her. To conceal her disappearance, they videotaped Miss Kitty entering the saloon from one viewpoint and then leaving the saloon from another. They accomplished this by filming the sequence twice, once with Amanda Blake and once without. It's difficult to picture Gunsmoke without the renowned Miss Kitty Russell, but Amanda Blake's severe melancholy and alcoholism made it seem very real at times. Fortunately, the producers were able to discover ingenious methods to disguise Miss Kitty's absences from viewers and keep the character alive for 19 seasons. Opening scene joke. The opening credits sequence, an image of Matt Dillon facing off against an unnamed shooter, became legendary, yet observant viewers may have recognized it from another well-known Western. The street is the same one where Gary Cooper's masterpiece, High Noon, was filmed. Furthermore, during recording of the initial takes, James Arness let the shooter win, deceiving the film team and making everyone laugh. Gilligan's Island took a bullet for Gunsmoke. CBS chose to terminate one of its popular series in 1967. Initially, it was Gunsmoke. When the crowd found out, they erupted, as did a few network officials who liked the Western. As a result, CBS canceled Gilligan's Island instead and relocated Gunsmoke to Monday evenings instead of Saturday nights. Gunsmoke holds a major TV record. With 635 episodes, Gunsmoke held the primetime record for the most episodes ever. However, The Simpsons won the title in 2018. The Simpsons is in its 30th season, as opposed to Gunsmoke's 20th, and is broadcast around 650 episodes to date. No finale. The show's producers had no clue the network would cancel it after the 1975 season. They finished the season exactly like any other, so there was no farewell storyline or episode for primetime television's longest-running program. James Arness and Milburn Stone were in every episode. Almost. Milburn Stone came extremely close to matching James Arness and having appeared in every single episode. Stone had a heart attack in 1971 and missed just 6 shows while recovering. He's a rough person. James Arness had horrible arthritis. During the final decade of production, James Arness's arthritis was so terrible that the program filmed all of his episode segments in one day. This provided him with the required healing time between shoots of 1 week. Gunsmoke concluded the film career of Glenn Strange. Glenn Strange's last film and television endeavor was Gunsmoke. His Hollywood career began in the 1930s, but it really took off in the 1940s. Strange took over the role of Frankenstein from Boris Karloff at the time, and he appeared in multiple films as the monster. He started working on Gunsmoke in the 60s and continued until his death in 1973.